I have been accused with my video reports of concentrating far too much on 1/32 scale. That is mainly because it is my primary interest. So just for something for different and certainly a lot smaller, here we have Trumpeters' new 1/144 scale Su-27 flanker. Now I will say I'm not a particular fan of this scale, my eyesight is just not up to it, but this looks like a good kit. The flanker fuselage is moulded in one large piece. It features some very restrained panel lines. Certainly in 1/44 scale they are going to be overscale, but any panel lines in 1/44 scale are. You do have two small injection pin marks. You can just catch them in the light here, which will need to be carefully removed. 1200 grit wet and dry paper should easily take care of that. This sprue contains the lower fuselage, the intakes, the jet exhausts and many of the cockpit details. You do have two separate cockpit tubs, both single and twin seat. This example is a single seater. Strangely, you also have two noses, and that's quite odd because I wasn't aware of any difference on the flanker noses. It's okay, I'm not an expert on the type, but they do give you two different, slightly different profiled noses. The kit supplies two of this sprue, which is your weapons. You have a choice from Alamos, Archers in both IR and radar tracking variants. You also get some wingtip ECM pods and a missile that I can't actually identify. Again, sorry, the flanker isn't one of my particular fields of expertise. The bubble wrap here actually contains the clear canopy parts. Again, nice thoughtful touch. The parts are actually super clear for 1/44 scale. Really nice. Shame they didn't actually give you another canopy or a separately moulded canopy, so you do have the option of showing it open, but a little bit of cutting you might be able to do it with this one. But nice little canopy. With most Chinese produced kits, the decal sheet is always going to be the weak spot. They are a little bit behind the ball with these. The sheet actually isn't too bad. Yes, it is glossy. Yes, it is a little bit thick, but it's accurately printed and I'm sure will settle down quite nicely. Certainly the schemes you are supplied are quite colourful. This is your first option. Aerobatic team, Russian Knights of the Russian Air Force in November 2012. You get the markings to supply for 3 aircraft, number 8, 10 and 15. And you get nearly all the red areas, the white areas and the tail markings. So realistically it's a case of painting the nose white and the back ends in the 2 shades of blue and then adding decals. Certainly quite a simple scheme to produce. Will look very pretty in this scale. Here we have the more familiar operational type scheme for the flanker. This is also marked as being from the Russian Knights, so obviously it's one that isn't finished in the aerobatic scheme as seen on the previous marking option. Your colour notes are in the Mr. Hobby, Villaggio, Model Master, Tamiya and Humble paint ranges, though no one range has all the colours available in it, except the Mr. Hobby one. That's the only one where you've got all the colours marked, and even then you do have to do some mixing. Exactly complicated, and this isn't it. Very simple kit together. I would expect most modelers will have this together in an evening, though painting it in any of the schemes will take quite a bit longer, especially if you're going to get it realistic looking.